thank you for being there to listen and watch my music videos. I appreciate it. Um, I was going to go into a spiel on the art of improvisation because I thought about a lot of my friends who play music who have a fear of improvising, that fear of the unknown. Oh, I can't do that. And I thought about the preparedness that goes into getting ready to improvise and being effective at it, and what are some of the elements that come into play. Maybe I will talk about it just briefly. First of all would be technique. Classical technique definitely helps because you get the facility to be able to communicate your ideas onto the page, onto the instrument. Secondly would be theory and harmony. If you know all the source material, in other words, if you have the tools to build a house, you can build a house. But if you're missing some of the tools, you're not going to build as effective of a house as if you did have all the tools that you need. A very important tool would be theory. Thirdly would be performance practice. So improv really can't occur in a bubble or in a vacuum, if you will. There's a lot of things you learn when you practice performing rather than practice in a practice room. Interactivity and interplay with other musicians, the polyrhythms that occur between you and other musicians, exercising the best of your humanity, giving and taking, being able to give and take the right places and be complementary and ideally work together to create a unified whole, which is greater than the sum of its parts. Definitely important aspect as well. And finally would be to let go. All the technique and theory you learn and experience you get playing in front of people, which is another part of performance practice, knowing what works, what goes over well with the audience and what doesn't. All these things help to give you the experience to let go and just to trust your technique and trust your theory and harmony to be able to take you where you need to go. Having a good attitude. The ultimate goal would be to play something pretty and bring joy to other people, share your gift with other people, and share the beautiful thing that music is, instead of approaching it from fear, like, oh, I hope I don't make a mistake, And one of the main reasons why I'm doing these videos is not for ego, but for a chance, as I said when I first sat down, a chance to practice communicating, both musically and verbally, and working on those art forms moving forward. At any rate, I think I've talked long enough, and as always, I want to thank you for listening and enjoy the rest of your night. Hopefully I can let go and just play.
Thanks for listening.